Do you ever wonder why it's so hard to make new habits and stick to them even when you know it's good for you? Do you struggle to break free from patterns of old habits that hold you back from reaching your goals? Are you also searching for a way to rewire your brain and make habits change effortlessly? If yes, this podcast will help you have a better understanding of habits and tips to form and stick to new ones. Hello, and welcome to the podcast Mastering the Art of Habit Formation. I am Dr. Prerna, a clinical psychologist and the founder of Mind Tribe. At Mind Tribe, we provide affordable counseling, support groups, communities, workshops, and e-learning for improving your mental health. Habits are powerful. They can either propel us toward our goals or hold us back from achieving them. Whether it's hitting the gym every morning or checking our phones first thing in the morning, our habits determine the momentum for the rest of the day. We all wish to change our habits, but forming new habits and sticking to them can be challenging. In this podcast, we will explore how to form desired habits and tips to stick with new ones. So let's start by understanding what are habits. Habits are simply repeated behaviors that we do automatically, without really thinking about them. They're things we do every day, like brushing our teeth, checking our phones, or driving to work. Habits can be positive or negative. For example, meditating regularly can be a positive habit and smoking can be a negative one. They can be developed through regular practice or exposure to certain situations or environments. Furthermore, our brains are wired to seek out pleasure and avoid pain. So, if a habit is associated with a pleasurable experience, like eating a delicious piece of cake, it can be hard to break that habit because our brain wants to keep experiencing that pleasure. On the other hand, if a habit is associated with pain, like exercising, it can be hard to start and maintain that habit because our brain wants to avoid that discomfort. So, forming new habits is exciting and daunting at the same time. But have you ever wondered, why is it so tough to make new habits stick? Well, it's like trying to convince a toddler to eat their veggies. They know it's good for them, but they'd rather have the ice cream. Similarly, we know that forming new habits will lead to a healthier and happier life, but the process can be boring, and our motivation can diminish. Some of the major reasons which forming new habits can be tough are: lack of motivation. Now we all want to change our habits for a positive outcome, but because of a lack of motivation we slowly feel like not sticking to the process and eventually drop out. Without a strong enough motivation or reason to form a new habit, we may not have the drive to stick with it when it becomes challenging. One of the other reasons can be trying to change too much at once. We all have been there when we say no more to the same routine. With a lot of enthusiasm, we plan to change a lot and start at a strong pace, but it doesn't take a lot of time for the old patterns to crawl back. If we try to change too many things at once, it can be overwhelming and difficult to maintain. Plus, consistency is key. Habits are formed through consistent repetition, so it's important to perform the habit regularly and consistently. Also, if we don't have anyone to hold us accountable or give us a pat on the back, it can be hard to keep up the momentum. It's like trying to do a workout without a gym buddy or personal trainer. We need that extra push to keep us going. And lastly, our awareness plays a very important role. Sometimes we don't even realize we're engaging in a habit, like mindlessly snacking while watching TV. So, remember that forming new habits takes time, patience, and a sprinkle of self-compassion. Now picture this: you're sitting on your couch, scrolling mindlessly through your social media feed for hours, munching on some junk food, and suddenly, you realize it's already dark outside and you haven't accomplished anything all day. You feel unmotivated and down, wondering why you can't seem to get anything done. Sounds familiar, right? We've all been there, stuck in a cycle of bad habits that keep us from achieving our goals and living our best lives. Bad habits can have a seriously negative impact on our physical, mental, and emotional well-being. They can make us feel anxious, stressed, and overwhelmed, leading to a decrease in productivity and overall happiness. And let's not forget about the long-term effects bad habits can have on our health. Smoking, poor diet, and lack of exercise can lead to serious health problems down the line. On the flip side, good habits can be a game changer in our lives. By incorporating healthy habits like regular exercise, meditation, and positive self-talk, we can boost our productivity and overall well-being. Look at successful people like Elon Musk, Serena Williams, and Michelle Obama. They've all credited their success to the power of good habits. By maintaining a consistent routine of healthy habits, we can achieve our goals and live our best lives. So how do we form new habits? There are countless strategies we can use to make positive changes in our lives. It's never too late to start building a better you. Here are some strategies that can help you kick those bad habits to the curb and embrace new, healthier ones. First things first, identify the habit you want to change. Take a step back and reflect on the reasons behind your behavior. Think about it. Is it a result of stress, boredom, or something else entirely? Once you've figured that out, develop a plan to change it. Set a SMART goal and break it down into smaller, more manageable steps. Now, once you have a goal, start creating a plan. Develop a plan for how you will change the habit. Identify specific actions you can take to replace the behavior with a more positive one and get started. Start with a small change and gradually increase as you feel more comfortable. This could be something as simple as drinking a glass of water in the morning or doing a 5-minute meditation before bed. Once you've successfully integrated this new habit into your routine, you can gradually build upon it. And don't forget to celebrate every victory along the way. Positive reinforcement can go a long way in keeping you motivated and on track. And if you find yourself struggling, don't hesitate to seek support. Surround yourself with people who support your goals and consider enlisting the help of a coach or therapist. Most importantly, stay committed. Changing habits takes time and effort, so be patient and consistent. Remember why you wanted to change your habits in the first place and keep that motivation at the forefront of your mind. And don't forget, habits are easier to maintain when they align with your values and goals. So, take some time to reflect on what is important to you and use that as your driving force. Lastly, it is worth noting that repetition is the key. Research shows that it takes an average of 66 days to form a new habit. So, stick with it and incorporate your new habit into your daily routine. Set reminders if necessary and stay the course. In summary, changing habits is tough, but not impossible. With the right mindset, approach, and support, you can break free from bad habits and embrace new, healthier ones. So, go forth and conquer those pesky habits once and for all. Changing a habit is a process, and it takes time and effort. Be patient with yourself and celebrate each step along the way. With consistent effort, you can successfully change your habits and create a more positive future for yourself. Whether we are looking for improving our productivity, health, or relationships, mastering our habits is the key to unlocking our full potential. This podcast aims to help individuals to form new habits and break old patterns. Thank you and take care.